Fast and Furious, the one with the dumbest fucking title.
This is the intro, bitch. So just watch my shit.
And that's what I'm talking about today. F9, the Fast Saga. That title is really fucking stupid. Before I get into it, look at my shirt! Yeah, I used a video to boast about my cool shirt. Fuck you. Fastlane came out on June 25th, 2021. This movie is almost 5 years old. It's directed by the director of Fast 3, 4, 5, and 6. Justin Lin is his name. He's awesome, and I'm glad he's back to direct this one. Before I talk about what happens in this movie, let's talk about who's in this movie. We got Vin Diesel coming back as Dominic Toretto. We got Michelle Rodriguez back as Letty. We got Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris back as Roman and Tej, respectively. Always gonna love the two black people together. Jordana Brewster is back in the second half of the movie as Mia. Sexy Natalie Emmanuel's back as Ramsey. We got newcomer to the series, John Cena as Jacob, and Charlize Theron is back as Cypher with a stupid fucking haircut. We got Sung Kang coming back as Han. Before I talk about what happens in this movie, I want to acknowledge one stupid thing. The poster. And also the character posters. They look like fucking Power Rangers. So what happens in this movie? Movie opens up with Dom's dad's death. Try saying that 5 times fast. Dom's dad's dead. Dom's dad's dead. Show him at the NASCAR track and his car gets pitted by Ricky Linder and that crash is brutal. Dom said in the first movie that it heard his dad scream to death, but I don't think there's any more Dom's dads left to scream to death. We find out that Mr. Nobody had caught Cypher and the plane that they're on gets attacked and the plane goes down and there's a rogue agent being Jacob, played by John Cena. Yes, the secret is out. Jacob is Dom's brother. It's not really a secret because they showed it in the fucking trailer. But Mr. Nobody sent this message only to Dom's crew because someone that used to be involved with Dom, who they thought was dead, is not dead and is working with Mr. Nobody, and we'll get there. So they go to the jungle to get the computer off the plane to find out what the fuck's going on, and they use the Nathan Drake version of exploring the jungle. They destroy everything. They're running away, and there's a bridge that isn't a bridge anymore, but there's ropes they use to support a bridge, and Dom's like, hey, this is a 2-ton car. That's a 150-year-old rope bridge. Hey, why not just wrap the rope around the car and fling it across the island and maybe live? The crew just happens to find Mr. Nobody's old safe house, and so they use it as their safe house and their base of operations. And while they're getting everything set up, Roman brings up a good point. He's like, dude, we've survived so much dumb shit being shot at with people above me and people near me, and not one bullet hit me. I don't have a fucking scratch. Dom, Letty, you literally crashed your car and didn't get a scratch. A rope that's 150 years old launched your car and didn't fucking break. We are superheroes. All but breaks the fourth wall and is like, hey, we're fucking superheroes. We are awesome. But we meet up with Shauna and Twinkie, and I'm glad those two are back in the movie, and they show Tej and Roman that they have a Fiero with a rocket attached to it. Wonder what that's for. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We have a mandatory Helen Mirren cameo in London, and just for a second, I love that these movies are so bombastic and crazy and popular that we get sophisticated actors like Helen Mirren to show up. Just shows the power of family. Letty and Mia find Han and Han's daughter. Learn that Han was working with Mr. Nobody to get the Ares device. Han was told to get the Ares device and leave, but the parents got in the car, and the daughter, we're just gonna call her Ming Ming, decided to go back into the house to grab a toy or something because she was so excited to go to the theater or whatever. The car blew up, and then Han was like, hey, I feel guilty about that. I'm gonna raise Ming Ming. Also, Ming Ming is the key to the Ares device. What is the Ares device? The Ares device is something that'll literally reset all technology on the planet and basically bring us back to the Stone Age. In order to fake Han's death, they also said that Han just wasn't in the car. They don't really explain it. He just wasn't there. Mr. Nobody made it look real. So Han and Ming Ming are living in secret now. Well, there's no time to think about how stupid all of that is because right at that moment after they explain all of that, Jacob's crew shows up to save Jacob from Dom. Forgot to explain that. They kidnap Jacob. And then the crew takes the Ares device, takes Ming Ming, and then they leave. Now they're gonna take down Jacob and his crew. They're also gonna save Ming Ming. Their bright idea is to send Tej and Roman up into space attached to that Fiero. They are in space so they can take down the satellite that Jacob's crew is going to connect to use the Ares device. While all that's going on, our whole crew goes and saves Ming Ming and tries to stop Jacob. Mia and Han, both in tandem working with each other, save Ming Ming. And at the same moment, the person that Jacob's working for, I call him Beta Bowie, he betrays him and starts working with Cypher, so now Jacob has to run. While all that's going on, Dom's like, hey, we need to crash this awesome big truck and a big spectacle, but this is the finale. But when everything looks lost, Jacob comes in and saves Dom's ass. He's upload is still going on for the Ares device to activate because Tej and Roman find out that the magnets that they're using, they misfire and they don't work. So they're like, hey, let's just drive into it, sacrificing ourselves because someone in this movie has to die by this point. It's the 9th, technically 10th movie. So yes, they do drive through the satellite. They do not die. Fucking what? At this point in the 9th, technically 10th movie, someone has to die. When they crashed into that thing, I looked really closely and I watched it 3 times in a row. It is shattered. You don't see them or the car or nothing. They have saved Ming Ming. Han is back in the family. Jacob, also his family, but he has to run because a lot of bad people are going to come after him. Dante's little Brian to the track where his dad died for a life lesson or something. And we have a barbecue where Sean reunites with Han. Everyone's together. They thank the Lord for fast cars. And the movie ends. All in all, this movie is a fun time. Jacob showing up is awesome. It does make sense. There isn't really any continuity errors there. Someone not dying is kind of stupid at this point. I will say, F9 The Furious Saga is, in the best way possible, good if you're drunk.
Look, it's good if you're drunk, trust me.